let's enjoy the Mazda at some point.
Into what is
Not a track I have to worry about because I know this track.
First video of the.
Let's not just do only Formula, right?
Road to Alien.
I think
basically,
if I do this right, I should probably
be
able to get into
the top splits of iRacing.
D-license
And this is
for
kinda like
road
the road
cars,
to it.
probably because I have 2.67.
And Aliens.
3
if you're
is-
not familiar with iRacing,
right?
are people
3,
that
right?
are generally
3 is a promotion
above
to
3K.
to-
They might even be
to-
considered
yeah,
above
3.
2K.
So I need to get
Basically,
0.4.
people
If I can just
fast
keep it
as fuck,
clean,
and they
not crash
just
into anyone, or
absolutely leave most
one thing I
people-
have realized:
most average people. in the dust.
sometimes
Now
the rookie class
you will hear
in
me chatting or rambling in the
formulas
background. That's because it's
is cleaner than the
recorded
rookie
live,
class in
and this is kind of
road
edited.
cars. Like generally in a road course,
So,
like it's
There
pretty
is this
wild.
stigma
I want to do some
about
endurance
rookies
racing at
in the
some
Mazdas,
point.
because that's what we're doing right
That's
now.
my
Summit
goal
Point
at the moment.
Raceway.
Would love
That
to do
it's
some endurance
absolute
racing.
chaos. This
Whew, okay.
specific race is kind
Okay,
of
I'm not sure about
a baseline of
the
what
breaking
to expect.
references here.
So let's get started.
Honestly,
first
part of me just wants to
qualifying
the back.
For the race, and honestly, as you hear me say, I want to start from the back. But I decided not to, just for pure shits and giggles. But you'll
Second
see
gear doesn't
why
seem right, but I'll take
I
it.
think I'm happy that it didn't
It's
start from the back.
weird.
But
Coming
my
from Formula
qualifying
cars
lap
to
is
the Mazda
very
is
weird.
is a
Because
splash of
until this point,
is
I am
a
Formula
good
1
dunking.
guy.
Like
I've done
like you
Formula
can
1,
genuinely even the difference between Formula
and
Fords
I
to
kind of
Mazda is
had to
immense.
relearn how.
The fact
to
that I'm
drive
keeping on
again
track though, I'm surprising
this
myself there.
particular thing.
The fact that I
Mainly
haven't
because
spun
I
yet,
kind of
I'm surprising myself.
didn't do well,
Honestly.
in general. So we've done what I can expect.
I'm
The goal
surprising
in the
myself
end was
substantially.
Just finish a race.
What I'm
session
gonna do
with a
though
0x.
is I'm
Now,
gonna take a look
I
at
didn't
these laps.
do the entire race session, but like the race itself, I did do. Spoiler alert. But
I am gonna take a look.
what's not a spoiler is how I did it. So here's the thing. I've come from Formula cars. I've been before this.
At
I was doing
my lap
F4s
to see if
So
I have
that's
left
an
something on the
absolute
table.
Chaos lobbies that those are. So coming into this, I was like expecting roughly the same because that was in D license. This is in rookies. So I was expecting basically the same.
I don't know if I can
race
floor it though.
etiquette, essentially. But
That's
I was
the
not prepared for
question.
this.
I feel like
Now, this is the
I
actual
don't know.
qualifying lap. I kind of misjudged myself. I'm doing this all live because fuck it, why not? This is
Yeah,
my
the muscle
first
memory is
out
kicking
lap
back in.
into the qualifying lap, and
Like I
already
took that
you
one
can see
pretty
me
straightforward.
leaving- like keeping the apexes at an arm's length. The white lines are left at an arm's length, but let's get into the
Yeah, that
actual,
corner is pretty- is gonna be
what
a
can we
pretty
expect? Now, I'm gonna put
important
my
one.
headphones on because I can't hear what I'm saying, so to reference what is going on. And you might see me at this point. There's something I want to make a video on
Oh.
later on.
That was a
to-
slide and a half.
to show why what I'm
Yeah,
doing
I'm one
right
of the
now
first
is
people
just
to set a
bad,
lap,
and I
so
learned that
I
later
will
on.
not
At least
know.
I try to avoid it. It's I hunch over. I'll explain why that's not good. There's a bunch of videos. You don't have to watch my videos for that. Just there's a bunch of videos about posture and shit. So this is just
I
terrible.
will not
As you can
know
see,
about if my lap
I
is
am
good
not
or
in the
not.
middle of the camera. The camera is set up so that I should be in the
Until
middle
everyone's
of the camera
done.
at all times. I'm not relaxed. I'm not driving correctly. But anyway, this is still rookies. I'm still learning the sports cars. I have not driven. I think before this I've ever driven 2, maybe 1, even 1 car in the Mazda, or sports cars in general. And I think if we talk about it all together, because I don't have a driving license, so in all together, the sports cars I have done in general is in the F1 games. Who remembers that if you've ever followed the F1 games? Yeah, that's the only sports car before this one and the one race I might have done way back when I've ever done. So we're going in basically fresh. I did a few practice laps before the start of this, I think. I don't remember because this is now a few months ago that I recorded this video, or at least the race was done a few months ago.
Okay.
At this point, I am much farther
First
along
lap
of
seems
everything.
pretty good. 23 flat.
So a 23 flat, and then someone comes in and does a 20.6, 22.6. Now, keep that name in check.
22-6.
That's gonna be our main battle
Pretty. That's
for the rest of the for the majority of the race. Actually, that person is fast. He's He's D license,
Okay.
and he's just
this
trying
lap
to
is
race
botched,
very well. Anyway,
we'll see
my
if
second
this
lap
lap
was absolutely
is
done. This is
anything.
where I lose my goal, essentially, of trying to make the entire session to be a 0x, and this is where I get the second one. And I decide pretty quickly that
Okay.
it might be better
Pushing
not to
harder
continue.
does not mean it's better. Wait.
And that's the first lesson
Wait.
that
Can I do one
kind
more
of
lap?
accepted.
Is that what that means?
I accepted. And no, even now,
I want to do another
that's-
lap.
I can't do another one lap.
You see, I've been playing now for, let's see how many hours? 70 hours. I've basically hit 100 hours, and I still don't understand
That's not basically, but we'll move on. We'll move on. That's not
What all
basically
this means.
100 hours, but
what all
fucking
this
move on.
means. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just chance it. Why the fuck not? Let's just fucking chance it.
We did chance
Once
it,
6
and
have still
we
yet
ended
to
up
put themselves
starting,
in. 10th is in, 11th is in.
and we
11th is
ended
not
up
yet in.
starting in P3 in the end.
I'm gonna join in once
with
everybody
the,
else is in.
The,
Someone's
the guy who set the
is running the
22
the
6, he set a
Verstappen.com,
21.8, which
livery
at this
on
point
their
I
Mazda.
don't think even I
Funny,
can
actually. I
do
like
right
that.
now. Also, just as a preference,
Yeah.
as a prelude to
He's
what
also running
to
in
expect, the next few videos
the front.
are not gonna come out tomorrow or the day after or the next week. They're
My
gonna come out
goal
in a few weeks.
of the 8 laps that we
Um,
have here
There's gonna be a few weeks in between
is
that one and this
just
one.
don't
in
get
real
caught
life
up in incidents.
and in
That's
the game.
it,
So you will see
honestly.
me having moved on.
For the rest, I don't
quite
really care.
substantially. I have a few specific videos I want to get out.
For the
and
rest,
those
I don't
ones, if you want to
really
check those
care.
out, please hit the like, subscribe button to let me know if you enjoy these kind of videos. Now, let's get into
That's
the race.
the end of it for me, honestly.
But, so, we're looking at P1 right ahead of us. They are the main protagonist. Main antagonist, protagonist
Okay, new
of this
Bota-
race. The
Potato?
second antagonist or protagonist, how you want to see it, if you want to see me as a bad guy, let's do it, is in P5 currently. You will understand why pretty soon. So we get a pretty okay start. We have decided to take it easy.
Okay, I gotta slightly
I move over to the left, which at this point
Better
unnerves
run.
me because me doing this is very much squeezing the guy on the outside out. The guy behind in P5 goes very deep. We somehow make contact, and he spins out on the gravel, and we got zero.
Apparently there was some contact, but I didn't even feel
I
it.
say I
so-
didn't feel it, but I'm pretty sure I did feel it, but it was not anything that I was like, oh. And here I'm catching a slide, which is just monstrous. And now, the guy who was in P5 is now in P3. So we have let him go past because we just had a bad run, of course. I let him go past, let him have his breaking point, and you'll notice something very specific. And if you've played iRacing
Yeah,
before,
thank God I
you
didn't fight
realize
that one.
These two both have some variation of the RedBull or Verstappen livery. So the guy in P1 has a Verstappen.com livery.
Come on.
And this guy has a RedBull livery, which that RedBull star is just looking at me right now. He's just looking at me, and that's not great. But I'm not deterred. I'm not afraid. He gets a bad run. He lets me pass. And I realize at this point, yes, he's also going for safety rating, so he just wants to not have any incidents, just to make sure that there's nothing to fight against. But yeah,
Somehow
so we made
made
it to P2. We've kept P2
Somehow
essentially
holding
because we
P2.
got P2 out of turn 1. And P1 just lets me pass, which completely, even now, catches me off guard. He slowed down to an almost dead stop and let us through. I'm thinking he's probably just going for a safety rating. So fuck it, let's go for it.
apparently
And then a few laps later, we realize.
Why did I get let
You can
through?
hear me.
That's
it's
the
very,
big question here.
I'm very skeptical.
Okay, let's focus on our own race now.
A few
because
corners
that's
later-
more important.
He's 1.8 seconds behind.
This is
And
interesting.
by the end of that lap, start of the next lap,
Why I was let through, I have
He
no
catches up by
fucking
8
clue.
tenths.
But
that is gonna be.
he is much faster than
And
I
this
am.
is
I'm
you.
gonna let him
this is
through
me
right
just
away.
discussing this with the chat.
Not-
because
once
this
he
is-
gets about-
as I said before, this was recorded live. If you want
I'm
to check those out
literally
live,
not
I
gonna
stream every
fight
Monday at
him at all.
usually 9 a.m. GMT, 9 a.m. GMT. You can see it on my Discord. The link will be in the description. And the guy sends it from absolutely from fucking nowhere, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
He
I'm not
has
fighting that.
much more commitment on the brakes,
He braked so much
and
later than
I'm
I
just
did.
baffled by the braking ability of this guy. But as you'll see, his fast lap is
pretty
26.2,
interesting.
but his last lap was a 21.5. Why? He's got some off tracks to deal with, and he's weaving. This, I realize now, is usually a sign of I'm gonna defend my position now. So I'm like, okay, fine, you defend your position. I'm still gonna show my nose. He moves aside a little bit. I move to the left. He kind of starts squeezing me, but he doesn't like full on shut the door on me. He like pushes me a little to the edge, putting me in an FV situation. And he just keeps braking. He just keeps braking. He just marks me into every apex from this point. And you realize we have 5 minutes left.
I don't know, but I feel like he's like
and you
holding
see
me back.
realizing he's holding me back. You want to know why? I have a hunch. At this point, there's a thing going on in the back of my mind. The guy behind is a friend of his, and you will hear me be very much confident about it after this because he lets me through here, and I think, oh, he's probably just wants to overtake me on the main straight and just hold me up. And here I decide, you know what? I'm just gonna let him pass. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna let him pass, which is a very late decision from me, to be honest. It's a very very hairy way to do it, but you know, we move. And
That was pretty funny, actually. That was pretty fun.
so you
I must
see me
admit, that
having
was
fun,
some
just
really
battling
fun
him,
stuff.
keeping it clean. We still have a 0x, so I'm happy with everything. He comes to a dead stop. This is when I realized, yes.
He just wants me to get an incident, I think. That's what
This
he
is me, I
wants.
think he wants me to get an instant, but that's not what it is. He wants.
He's like going for
He
it.
holds me up, and the next section of track, turns 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. He's gonna slow down to such an
What he doesn't understand
he wants me to slow down so much
is that this is
that
giving me some
I
control of
completely
my
decided,
car.
you know what, I want to leave a bit of a. And he keep him at arm's length.
And I don't give a shit about
And here
getting
I've
P1.
decided I do not.
I honestly don't. I
I'm
don't
okay
care.
with not having P1.
If I get P1, fine. If I don't,
And
I don't care.
you hear me there just being absolutely okay with taking P2 or even P3. I am not worried, but as you can see, if you were paying attention, the guy behind was 6 seconds back, about 4 laps ago.
please slow down a little bit more so that we can bring these guys
And that's what's
with us.
happening.
Because you're slowing
And
down
that's
on
where I
purpose.
realized, yes, this is on purpose, and this is happening right now. We have a guy who's super fast, just
You can have the
slowing
win.
down by such an amount that he just completely. He's letting us he's playing games with us. He has so much more pace than us that he's happy to let us through and just absolutely have it. And here he has some connection issues, which unnerves me a little bit, but I've gotten used to the fact that, you know, there are people with some questionable connectivity on here, and he just absolutely fucking sends it. And I decide, you know what, a little bit of a tap is okay. 1x here is absolutely fine. And here I decide, you know what, I'm not gonna fight. But there's one thing that this guy in P1 does that completely cements that he's.
I know what it is. They want. They are working together.
And
He's not gonna
you
run.
hear me here say he's gonna run now, and that's what happens.
I really hope they fight each other and they crash each other out. It would be poetic. It would just be very much poetic.
But now we have one small issue. We have to hold back the guy in P4. I am okay with losing P1 and 2 to two questionably clean drivers. But what I'm not okay with is losing a position to someone who we can see is a clean driver because he's in C class. I want to hold at least a podium here. And that's what I do. I decide, you know what, this is the final lap, we're okay with it, and we just want to hold on as much as we can to this position. And essentially, I decide, you know what, if I can get P2, I will. I get a little bit of a bump draft, you know, it's okay. He has a bad run out of the final corner, and I decide, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try and get him on the line. And going side by side, he darts across, but somehow I avoid him. And you can, I'm going to show you a replay here.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Stream, which is,
I came here, this guy braked, he comes across, and I
there
just
is
like,
a very
decide,
funny
nah, I'm okay.
moment of karma that shows up.
Hold up.
Yeah, so they, even after all that, they get an extra incident.
Hey, I did do what I hoped I was
And that's
gonna
get a
be able to
0x
do,
in the race.
is finish a race with 0 incidents. I think I actually did it.
And
honestly.
that's exactly true.
That might be my first one
It
in
was my
road
first one in
cars.
road cars, I believe.
That
Beautiful
gets
stuff.
me 0 incidents.
And got a point
Go,
plus
14.
0.14. And since it's
Got
rookie,
us
we don't have an I rating yet.
plus.
But it puts us in approximately 900 I rating. Now, if you like the video, like the video. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, let me know in the comments by subscribing. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you guys. But anyway, peace out and get out of here.